Hello everyone, welcome to day 4 of my Leetcode challenge, and today's question is non-decreasing array. In this question we are given an array of n integers, and our task is to check whether it is possible to make it non-decreasing by modifying at most one element in the input array. So without much ado, let's look at the presentation that I have created for this. And let me just start the slideshow. Let me just take a pen. Leetcode 665. So even before starting the algorithm, let's just reiterate the definition of the non-decreasing array. A non-decreasing array means that the elements are increasing in fraction. Also, there can be equal. So the equality constraint holds true for a non-decreasing array. Just keep this point in mind. And now the question says that we need to check after how many conversions or modifications in the input array will we be able to make the input array as non-decreasing. In order to make the array non-decreasing, we need to perform modifications in the input array. And what will be those points of modification? Whenever you see a decreasing trend, a downhill kind of a situation. Let's assume we have 3 points, something like this: 7, 10 and 6. This is one such situation where you need to update the values such that the decreasing trend is lost in the input array. And what are the two options available in which this can be done? So one option is to make the 6 value equal to the 10 value. So something like this: 7, 10, 10. This time we are increasing the value of 6 so that the downhill trend is lost. The other option is to decrease the value of 10. And what will be that case where this has to be done? So let's assume that the numbers are something like this: 6, 10 and 7. So again at 10 you are seeing a downhill trend. And what should be done in this case? We will update the value of 10 with that of 7. So we'll simply replace the value of 10 with that of 7, and we'll make it as one modification that we have done in the input array. The input array becomes something like this: 6, 7 and 7, which makes it non-decreasing, and we'll count it as one single modification. So let's understand few more test cases here. So every time we want to make a decision, you need to first identify a downhill trend. In this case we have 2, 4 and 1. There is a downhill trend from 4 till 1, and then you have to compare the values of the ith index with that of I minus 2. If the value at I minus 2 index is greater than the value at ith index, that means you need to increase the value of ith index up till the value of I minus 1 index. So let's understand this case. We have 2, we have 4 and we have 1 somewhere here. There is a downhill trend, and what we are saying is whenever you see the I minus 2 value is greater than ith value and there is a decreasing trend, you need to increase the value at ith index equal to I minus 1 value. So this gets increased to I minus 1. This gets updated to 4. So let's update this to 4. And whenever there is a reverse case, for example we have 1, we have 4 and we have 2, again there is a downhill trend, and this time the value of I minus 2 index is lower than the ith value. What we are going to do? We are going to update the value of I minus 1 index with 2. So this gets updated to 2. So what we have now, 1, 2 and 2, which makes the array non-decreasing in nature. Also there is another case when the elements that are there in the input array are less than 2, less than 3. Then what we need to do? We need to again modify the ith value with I minus 1 value. So here also you are seeing a downhill trend. 2 is greater than 1. We need to update the value of 2 with 1 so as to make it non-increasing in nature. Similar kind of thing that we are doing in the reversal case. The question reduces to counting such modification pointers, and if those modification pointer count happens to be less than or equal to 1, the answer is true, otherwise the answer is false. So without much ado, let's move on to the coding part and let's find out the number of modifications that are needed, and if those modifications happens to be less than 1 or less than equal to 1, then the answer is true, otherwise the answer is false. Moving on to the coding part. The first thing that we're going to do is to define a variable modification count that will store the number of modifications needed in the input array. And let's start the iteration starting from the ith index, I equals to 1 index up till the length of the array and I plus plus. The first thing that we are going to do is to check whether it's a downhill trend. Nums of I minus 1 is greater than nums of I. If that is the case, that means we have a downhill and we need to perform some kind of a modification to the input array. Therefore, we'll update the modification count by 1. And now let's check what kind of modification will serve the purpose. If I is greater than equal to 2, that means there are more than 2 elements in the input array, and then we will check whether I minus 2 is greater than nums of I. If that is the case, then we will update the value of nums of I equals to nums of I minus 1. Otherwise, we'll update the value of nums of I minus 1 equals to nums of I, the reversal case. So here we are decreasing the value and here we are increasing the value at the ith index. So once we are done with this, we'll simply check whether the number of modifications that were needed is less than equal to 1. If that is the case, we'll return true, otherwise we'll return false. So let's try this out. Accepted. The time complexity of this approach is order of n, and space complexity is constant space because we don't need anything extra to find the solution. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it.